Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for January 28th. We're looking at the US Japanese yen pair. This pair moved higher today, closing higher. It is moving sideways for the most part. The bias is sideways as well. I am expecting this pair to move as high as 91.60 and as low as 87.77. Now look for some resistance around 90.96 and look for support around the 89.89 area. Now switching to the Euro USD pair. This pair moved higher but pulled back significantly prior to the close. This pair is moving sideways, bias is sideways as well currently. We'd have to get a break of this low, close below that low to consider it to the downside. I am expecting this pair to move as high as 134.62 and as low as 129.65. Now look for some resistance around the 1.3325 area and look for support around 130.17. Now switching to the pound US dollar pair. I am expecting this pair to move as high as 145.34 and as low as 139.17. Now look for some resistance around 143.50 and look for support around 141.15. This pair moved higher today, did pull back prior to the close, but did move higher. I'm expecting this pair to continue moving sideways for the next several sessions. Now looking at the US Swiss, this particular pair did move higher today and formed a swing trade essentially, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But I am expecting this pair to move as high as 1.1664 and as low as 112.24. Now look for some resistance around 114.60 and look for support around 112.20. That's 115.26. This pair is also moving sideways. The bias is definitely to sideways as well. Now, what I'm looking for during this next session, take the high of this session, the high of this session, draw a trend line. We've already tagged it, so what I'm looking to do is take a little bit above the high, basically at 115.51. Looking to buy and looking to exit that at 11600, maybe a hair below that. That's about 49 pips, not a lot of pips there. And of course, if the market continues lower, we won't hit that. But that's kind of what I'm looking for during this next session. Now, if you notice from yesterday, our inside bar trade went the exact opposite way. Moved much lower instead of moving higher, so there was no trade there. This particular trade that we were looking at, we had, if you draw the trend line here from the two lows across, we had a short going. We are still in that trade currently. We'd have to basically get down to this level, basically another 40 pips roughly, for us to be to exit out of that trade. So that's kind of what's going on there. Now looking ahead, or looking at what was released today, the US FOMC announcement was released, and they held rates as expected at 0.25%. Now the US has their durable goods orders for December being released tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and the consensus is that the rate has gone lower from negative 1.5% down to negative 2%, which is not good news for the US dollar. Not sure what is here recently, but that definitely is not good news. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.